Tape is one of those things almost nobody thinks about until they need it. It sits in drawers, toolboxes, offices, classrooms, garages, workshops, film sets, hospitals, and factories. It looks simple. You pull it, tear it, stick it down, and move on. But that simple strip hides a surprisingly clever idea. Different tapes exist because different surfaces, temperatures, and jobs need different materials. Once you understand that, tape stops looking like one product and starts looking like a whole system of problem solving. The easiest way to understand tape is this. Tape is not just sticky plastic. Pressure-sensitive adhesive tape is a flexible backing like paper, cloth, metal, or plastic, coated with an adhesive that is already tacky at room temperature. It sticks when you press it onto a surface. It does not need water, heat, or drying time to begin working. That is why tape feels so instant. The adhesive is already prepared to bond when pressure brings it into close contact with the surface. Different tapes use different backing materials and different adhesive systems, which is why one tape works beautifully for painting a wall while another is better for sealing a shipping box or bundling cables. Where modern tape really began, modern tape history took a major step forward in the 1920s. The National Inventors Hall of Fame credits Richard Drew with inventing masking tape and transparent cellophane tape, which it describes as the first modern pressure-sensitive tapes. According to both the Hall of Fame and 3M's company history, masking tape appeared in 1925 after Drew saw painters struggling to mask car parts cleanly, and cellophane tape followed in 1930 when a clear sealing solution was needed for cellophane packaging. That matters because those inventions turned tape from a narrow specialty item into something useful in homes, shops, and offices. Why the world ended up with so many kinds of tape once pressure-sensitive tape proved useful, the category exploded. 3M says that by 2025, the Scotch brand had grown from the original masking tape into more than 1,000 adhesive solutions used across shipping, packaging, home, office, automotive, construction, manufacturing, and electronics. That growth makes sense because tape solves many different problems. Some jobs need clean removal. Some need flexibility. Some need insulation. Some need high strength. Some need weather resistance. Some need to bond to skin. So instead of one perfect tape, the world ended up with many tapes, each built around a different balance of backing, adhesive, thickness, stretch, removal, and durability. Clear office tape and gift wrap tape. For many people, clear tape is the default image of tape. It is the everyday tape used for wrapping gifts, fixing torn paper, sealing light paper envelopes, and doing quick desk work. The big breakthrough with transparent tape was not just that it stuck, but that it could seal while staying visually unobtrusive. 3M's history notes that once Scotch cellophane tape launched in 1930, people quickly found many practical uses for it, especially during the Great Depression, when it was used to mend torn pages and documents instead of throwing things away. That tells you something important about tape in general. A lot of its power comes from being fast, clean, and convenient rather than dramatic. Masking tape and painter's tape. Masking tape exists because sometimes you want a temporary hold, not a permanent one. Official 3M materials say masking tape was developed to protect surrounding surfaces from overspray, help create clean paint lines, and then remove easily and cleanly when the job is done. That is why the paper backing matters. It tears easily by hand, bends around edges and curves, and is designed for removal after use. Painter's tape is a more specialized version of that idea. Scotch Blue says its painter's tape is designed to help prevent paint bleed and remove cleanly for a limited time without leaving sticky residue. So while clear tape is for holding light things together, masking and painter's tape are really about temporary precision. Packing tape and shipping tape. Packing tape has a different job entirely. Instead of clean removal, it is built for secure closure. 3M's packaging pages describe box sealing tapes as solutions for high-strength sealing, tamper-evident sealing, and handling the stress of underfilled or overfilled boxes. In plain language, packing tape is designed for boxes that are going to be lifted, stacked, bumped, shipped, and stored. That is why people get disappointed when they use office tape on a package. The wrong tape may look fine for a moment, but the job demands a tape made for load, friction, and travel. Good packing tape is less about appearance and more about surviving the trip. Duct tape, and the myth in its name. Duct tape is probably the most famous general-purpose tape in the world. Its modern legend came from toughness, not precision. Johnson & Johnson's history says Vestas Stutt pushed for a strong waterproof tape during World War II to help with ammunition box problems, and that wartime solution helped create what later became famous as duct tape. Over time, it became the tape people reached for when they needed a fast, rough, temporary repair. But the funny part is that regular cloth-backed duct tape is not the right long-term choice for sealing actual HVAC ducts. U.S. government building guidance says regular cloth-backed duct tape should not be used because it can dry out and fail quickly. So duct tape became famous as an all-purpose quick-fix tape, but not as the best tape for the exact thing in its name. Electrical tape. Electrical tape is a good example of how tape can be built around flexibility and insulation instead of just raw sticking power. 3M describes vinyl electrical tape as a tape used for electrical purposes with a vinyl backing that stretches, conforms, and helps create a tight seal. It is also used for low-voltage primary insulation and color coding. That stretch matters because wires and cable splices are not flat like paper or cardboard. They need a tape that wraps closely around irregular shapes. So electrical tape is not just sticky tape in a different color. It is tape designed to bend, conform, and stay useful in demanding conditions where ordinary tape would quickly become unreliable. Double-sided tape and foam mounting tape. Some tapes are designed to disappear completely. Double-sided tapes put adhesive on both sides so the tape itself becomes a hidden connection between two surfaces. High-strength foam mounting tapes take that idea much further. 3M says its VHB tapes are double-sided acrylic foam tapes that can create long-lasting bonds and even replace visible mechanical fasteners like screws and bolts in some applications. That is a very different role from desk tape or duct tape. Instead of patching, these tapes are used for assembly, mounting, and cleaner-looking attachment. This is why tape is more powerful than many people realize. In some cases, it is not just closing or covering. It is actually building. Foil tape and heat-related jobs. Foil tape exists because some environments are hard on normal tapes. 3M's foil tape materials explain that aluminum foil tapes are commonly used in HVAC duct system sealing and that foil-backed tapes with acrylic adhesive are built to stand up to hot and cold temperatures much better than ordinary cloth-backed duct tape. That makes foil tape a good example of why material choice matters. A shiny metallic-looking tape is not just about appearance. The foil backing and different adhesive system are there because the job involves temperature changes and longer-term sealing. When people say all tape is basically the same, foil tape is one of the clearest examples that it really is not. Medical tape. Medical tape shows another side of tape design, working with skin and care situations. 3M's medical tape pages describe securement tapes and wraps used for securing wound dressings and medical devices such as IV lines and tubing. That tells you medical tape is not just about adhesion. It is also about comfort, flexibility, securement, and appropriate use on the body. In other words, tape design changes again when the surface is not cardboard, metal, or drywall, but human skin. That is why it makes little sense to treat tape as a one-size-fits-all tool. The right tape depends on what you are sticking to, how long it needs to stay there, and what happens when it comes off. Filament tape and gaffer tape. Two more useful examples are filament tape and gaffer tape. 3M says filament tape uses reinforcing fibers to add strength for bundling, reinforcing, and palletizing. That makes it good for jobs where the tape has to resist stretching and tearing. Gaffer tape, by contrast, became popular in film and stage work because it is designed for temporary holding and cleaner removal. Pro Tapes says gaffer tape is widely used for securing lights, covering wires, and marking positions on stages, and it highlights the clean removal difference between gaffer tape and typical duct tape. So even when two tapes look somewhat similar, their real purpose may be completely different. One is built for strength and reinforcement, while the other is built for temporary control without leaving a mess behind. How tape actually succeeds or fails. A lot of people think tape success is just about how sticky it feels on the first touch. But that is only part of the story. The backing matters. The adhesive chemistry matters. The surface matters. Pressure-sensitive tapes can use different adhesive systems, including natural or synthetic rubber, acrylic, and silicone-based systems, according to the Pressure-Sensitive Tape Council. That is why some tapes grab fast, some handle weather better, some remove more cleanly, and some last longer in specialized applications. Usually, tape fails not because tape is useless, but because the tape was asked to do a job it was never designed for. Office tape on a shipping box, duct tape on a real air duct, or clear tape on a painted edge are all examples of the same mistake. Why tape still matters. Tape may not look exciting, but it is one of those inventions that quietly changed how people work every day. It made repair faster, packaging easier, painting cleaner, wiring safer, shipping more efficient, and assembly more flexible. It also scaled from tiny home tasks to giant industrial uses. That is probably why tape feels so ordinary now. Really successful inventions often disappear into everyday life. You stop noticing them because they work so often. And tape is a perfect example of that. A small strip of material plus the right adhesive sounds simple, but in practice it became a whole family of tools that help modern life stick together, literally and practically. So the next time you see a roll of tape, it helps to think of it less like one object and more like a toolbox in roll form. Clear tape, masking tape, packing tape, duct tape, electrical tape, foil tape, medical tape, filament tape, and double-sided foam tape all exist because they solve different problems. Tape looks simple only from a distance. Up close, it is a smart mix of material, adhesive, flexibility, and purpose. And that is why there are so many types. They are not copies of the same idea. They are different answers to different everyday problems.